On this video, I'm throwing the Holley 302-3 on this 5.3 and that Nova. So I'm gonna be frank with you guys, this Holley 302-3 oil pan is an absolute showpiece. I mean, it really is. It comes with two ports for oil return if you ever want to throw, a turbocharger on later on, which, hey, we might get crazy later on. And so let's go ahead and cut to some B-roll showing this awesome pan, and then we'll start throwing this on this 5.3 that's deciding to dump a bunch of Dex Cool all over my garage floor. If you are gonna get this pan, as long as you just follow the instructions, it's laid out great, and it is pretty cut and dry. And so once I get these last couple bolts out, we'll check out the bottom end. And spoiler alert, I already took this apart and modified my windage tray, so I won't have to worry about that. I did get some pretty cool footage of my buddy JP cutting it for me. Went and did that last weekend. But so far, internally, everything looks pretty sound. This, like I said before, this engine's supposed to have 98,000 on it. But there isn't any, as far as I can tell, there wasn't any abnormal wear. So we got that going for us. The only bad thing is, of course, is that they ran a Fram oil filter on it. But hey, at least the oil was changed in it. The oil wasn't too bad when I drained it. All right. Alright. So there was quite a bit of sludge. I didn't video me taking it apart, but the windage tray it was pretty black. But there's a little bit of sludge in there, but honestly not too bad. Not as bad as I was expecting. Throw this to the side. I'm leaking Dex Cool everywhere. I took off the throttle body bypass. What is that leaking? It smells like maybe power steering fluid maybe. Oh well, we got kitty litter. Hopefully enough. So what do you think? I think we're gonna send it. Now the Holley 302-3 oil pan does prefer a sloppy stage 2 cam if you got it, if not another aftermarket cam. But for me, I'm just going to throw this thing in with the stock cam for now, see how it runs, and then probably pull it back out. Got it. Got it. No, these won't fit. There we go. Got it. Oil passage cover. A lot of this stuff comes with GM/AC Delco. There's some AC Delco stuff over here. Parts. That's pretty cool. Anyway, gonna throw the oil passage plate on. 106 inch-pounds. I think this is the first time I've actually torqued like the whole thing to spec. Boom. So I didn't have an inch-pound torque wrench, so I bought this Texon one, and man, the quality's not bad. Pretty nice. Picked that up off of Amazon pretty cheap. So there's 106 inch-pounds, so we're good on that. So you gotta modify the windage tray for this. I'll cut to some footage. I went over to JP's place and we rigged up a pretty interesting setup with a bandsaw and a vise. So I'll cut to that footage now. See how everything fits? Oh, we got plenty of clearance on that. We definitely cut back far enough, which is good. So it shows a diagram. Man, if I can get this thing to seat. It's like it wants to. So I got the oil tube on, but man, I'm kind of nervous if I pinched the that O-ring or not. So I don't know. And the only socket that I have won't fit down here. So I ended up using just a regular Allen. I really wanted to torque these. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Gonna go ahead and throw the pan on, make sure our fitment and everything's good. I can tell already that something is off. We're putting on something. What's going on here? What are we hitting on? We got a little bit more trimming to do. It's not supposed to do that. So test fit again, took quite a bit off, third time. It is barely nicking. I think it's nicking like right here. So I'm gonna run just very small, grind that off right there. Maybe do just a tad bit more. And it's like 11 o'clock here, so I'm sure my neighbors love me, but hey, race cars don't build themselves, right? What do you think? Think it'll work? Let's find out. I think we're good. Oh yeah, we are golden. It's super flat. This is as good as putting butter on your rolls at Texas Roadhouse. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's start putting it together. So I test fitted this O-ring on, and after talking with Billy and Samson, they suggested that I go buy a different O-ring, and I went and picked up 2 O-rings from the dealership that match the part number that Samson said he used when he had to throw another O-ring on his setup. So I'll throw the part number in the description in case you guys have this problem. Hopefully this thing goes good. I was getting a ton of resistance with this one, so we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, that was so much better. Everything went on nice and good. I should have done a video with this other gasket, the brown one. Man, I could not get this one to seat at all. That's exactly how it's supposed to go in. So, shout out to those guys. That definitely helped me out. That was a lot of frustration. What I want to do though, since I did test for that, I'm going to pull this back out. And I'm going to torque this guy right here to spec. So I ended up torquing this one down. And it's pretty similar to tight plus an UGA, a hand UGA. So I would advise following the manual, but the only manual I need is my bicep. Oil tube connects there. Smart one, guy. So the cool thing is that this kit comes with an oil tube that uses both bolts, whereas the factory only uses the top one. So let's go ahead and get this in, and I'll probably torque this one. I think it's 108 inch-pounds. If you're doing this, refer to the manual. That's all I gotta say. That bottom bolt on the oil tube, like I said, super tricky. If you drop it, don't freak out, use a magnet. So it just happened with me. Yippee-ki-yay. So we'll install this for the 3rd time. Click. The old 10-pound Milwaukee torque setting. Alright, let's test it out. I went ahead and took the spark plugs out. And you guys want to see those? They're pretty gnarly. I mean, these things got to be factory. This was the passenger side. Whoop. Yeah, look at those bad boys. Yum, right? And so, driver's side, got this golden nugget. Hello. And here's the other. So definitely a good thing. I was gonna throw new plugs in this thing anyway, because who knows when the last time this thing is ran. So we'll just throw this over by hand, make sure everything's good. Here I think we're good. I think we're golden. That guy down to 40, I believe. And I gotta redo this. I forgot the gasket that goes on there. Man, must have been tired. I don't remember if I torqued those when I did it or not. There we go. And when you guys are doing this, don't be like me and forget that. What? What? Check that out. The guns. These guns. I already had it exactly to spec. I'm gonna throw some Teflon on these turbo drains. The plugs won't be needing them anytime soon. So the drain plug takes a 15. The manual says to tighten it up using your bicep strength. Well, you should probably check into that because everyone's going to vary. So don't take my word for it. And tasty. Don't forget to throw on your gasket maker. By the way, this is absolute garbage. Supposed to keep it nice and sealed? Yeah, right, okay. Anyway, I was able to make it work. I had that from a previous project. All right, we'll throw it on, seal it up. So when I always put the pan gasket on, I always just start one corner and just kind of move. If things need to be shifted, I move them then. Here we go, final piece of the puzzle. I'm a Wix man, so it takes a 57060. And that'll be a wrap on this Holley 302-3. Oh yeah, it's nice and snug in there. Oil pan swap. It's crazy to think that this Holley oil pan costs just as much as basically this whole 5.3 engine. So thanks for hanging out with me on installing the Holley 302-3 on my 5.3 for the Nova project. We'll see you on the next one.